when you go on the road, and this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. The Yellow Jackets will boot it away to start the game. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Clemson Tigers offense will have the football first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Looks as if Clemson will have the first down.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield. Great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They're working that left side. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Tigers have this offense rolling. Wants to go up top on first down. Zings it complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10.
You've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route.
Breaks into the open on the left. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
The Yellow Jackets offense will get the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that
breaks into the open. This offense to hit overdrive.
We may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He's got him. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking for a crease. It's Grove. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset coming into today.
He's loose down the middle, inside the 10, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Clemson.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Yellow Jackets come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Now the play fake. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. That's it, 5. A strike downfield. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you got good matchups on the outside, it kind of makes the defense very predictable. Like, I got to give help. Okay, it helps my running game. You don't give help. Okay, I'm throwing to my freak out wide. So I think these guys on the outside with all that speed definitely are a problem for defenses.
Makes a connection. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. How about this on 1st and goal to give to the wide receiver? And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a loss.
I love the vision on the quarterback by this defense. Dude, you know that ball's going to come out pretty quick down here on the goal-to-go situation. They break on the football, and they make sure they swat it down so the offensive guy can't make a play.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Tennessee managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. And they'll be singing from the top of Rocky Top after this one, no matter the final score. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Pocket breaking down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
He gets it out quickly, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. Shoots it to the left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets to 1st down before he steps out of bounds. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Wide out, trying to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And they want this defense spread out across the width of the field, 5 wide on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Touchdown, Tigers! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic, and this guy is having himself a day.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that 1st down marker. It's 4th down.
Number 13 in punt formation to kick it away.
They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the 1st quarter. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the 1st, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Using his legs, it's Sproles. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Man, this quarterback is having a 1st half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
And the Tigers will hustle through the line.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
He'll work his way down to the 28. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
It's complete. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Good enough for first down.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Touchdown, Clemson! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. And they pick up just 1. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Here's the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defense.
There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
Well, and I like you got the first down of the drive. So maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Finds his back in the middle. How about this running back's ability to get into a pass pattern and get into one downfield?
Yeah, I like it, and I like the offensive coordinator continuing to work the running back in the passing game. Do more of this. It's easy. It's not hard routes. It's not things I have to read. It's matchups and what I find when my guy's better than yours and how I take advantage of it.
And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away.
Formation to kick it away.
Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Good, right down the boulevard. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Now on 1st down from the 30. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
And he'll be brought down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll throw on third down. He's going to take off. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Still running at the 40. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
The Tigers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Wants to fire on second down. He's got an open man. Turning it on. The 10. Touchdown, Clemson. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key play. David, they can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've been dominated. Now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Right on the money. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Off play action on first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. Finds a crease at the 20. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking,
touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And for this receiver, hello, viral.
Hello, viral, and on every platform, everywhere. You're going to see it in top plays. Not 1, not 2, not 3. Just continuing to count the touchdowns. This guy's been balling.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down, and it'll be 4. And the Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And that is incomplete.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Clemson looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds a tight end. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the air on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Looking for a big gain. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like that.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Yellow Jackets will punt it away on 4th down. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And the returner will be brought down. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The give to the back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Clemson set up with another first down. To the ground, he's got it again. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage. After that big run, the defense answers. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Looking to buy time. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Slithers into space. Breaks into the open. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Flips it out on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. And the Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit.
Number 13, on to kick it away.
Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. He'll try the left side. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware. But you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Give as they work on that clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Makes it past the marker. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a crease to the left. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses. It's helped set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across.